On the 116th episode of the HatTrick Sports Podcast, we have some MLB news and a little bit of trivia. We are going to be doing our Week 2 NFL pick'ems and some injury reports. We're going to be ranking the top 5 hardest sports and ending it off with some Hall of Fame. Yay or nay? Make sure you use code HatTrick Sports when checking out at w.gg for 10% off your order. Roll it! Welcome to HatTrick Sports, starring your host, Isaiah Carpenter. Bringing you the biggest sports headlines every week. This is the HatTrick Sports Podcast. And let the show begin. What better way to start off the episode 116 than talking about the GOAT, Shohei Ohtani, about to go 50-50 again. And you might be saying, what, Isaiah, what are you talking about? Shohei's not going 50-50 again. He only has 18 stolen bases this year. Yes, but he will have... Right now, he is sitting at 49 home runs and 49 strikeouts. Strikeouts as a pitcher. Nobody has ever hit 50 home runs and thrown 50 strikeouts in the same season. But Shohei Ohtani is about to be the first. Again, last night, we are filming this on Sunday, September 14th. Last night, Shohei Ohtani hit his 49th home run, and a few days ago when he last pitched, he threw his 49th strikeout. So he is going to hit 50-50 again this season, except it's not going to be stolen bases this time. It's going to be thrown strikeouts. So, I mean, that's why he's the GOAT. I mean, if you're in 2025, if you are batting and pitching at an elite level like Shohei Ohtani, that's why you're the GOAT. That's just why you're the GOAT. So Shohei Ohtani, last year, obviously, hit his 50-50 in Miami, 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases, did it in style. I believe he ended up with like 54 home runs, 56 stolen bases, or something like that. But, yeah, the dude's unreal. If you could throw in 36 innings, 50 strikeouts in 12 games, throwing at a 3.75 ERA, and batting, hitting 49 home runs with a 282 batting average, and how many at-bats? And over 550 at-bats. I mean, that deserves the MVP and the GOAT. I mean, you cannot convince me that Shohei Ohtani isn't the greatest baseball player of all time. Now, sure, you could say Barry Bonds. Okay, what was Barry Bonds' ERA? And yes, he took steroids. Hey, guess what? Shohei Ohtani didn't take steroids. You just cannot convince me that Shohei Ohtani is not the GOAT. All right, I just want to talk about that. It's coming up. Shohei Ohtani, 50-50, 50 strikeouts, 50 home runs. Can't wait for it. Let's talk about Kurtz, Nick. I'm not risking that on here, but Nick Kurtz, the guy on the A's, hits the furthest home run of the MLB season, 493-foot grand slam in Las Vegas, the minor league field that looks like a college field. I mean, you look at the stadium, it's depressing to look at that. An MLB team is playing in Las Vegas with no seats in the outfield. It just cuts off at like first and third base. How many people can they fit? How many people can they fit in the A's Las Vegas stadium? I don't even know what the stadium's called. 33,000 people. I doubt there's 33,000 people for an A's-Reds game. But when Kurtz hit this ball, one second, I'm gonna play it for you guys here now. But when Kurtz hits this ball, immediately I just think that it's a pop-up to center. And then he kind of pimps it. He kind of starts walking to first. It goes behind the batter's eye. 493-foot grand slam. It was 5-7, and he extended the lead to 11-5. The A's, and it was in the bottom of the 8th inning. Kurtz is legit. The furthest home run of the season. It was a grand slam. Brent Rooker went deep, and then Carlos Cortez hit a 2-run shot for his third homer earlier in the game, and it's just unreal. Kurtz is unreal. Let's look at Nick. I hate saying his name on here because I feel like somebody's going to edit it. But Kurtz stats, 2025 stats. Right now, for the A's, Is it the Las Vegas A's? Are we calling them the Las Vegas A's? What are we calling them? But yeah, he is batting .298 with a 1.013 OPS, over 30 home runs, 78 RBIs. Kurtz is unreal. I didn't even realize he went to Wake Forest. But drafted 4th overall, 2024, already made it to the big leagues and is striving. I didn't realize how tall he was either. 6'5", 240. The dude's a beast. But yeah, let's see what he did in. But yeah, he has 2 triples, 31 home runs, 78 RBIs, 58 walks. What is that? Intentional walks, 3 intentional walks, 131 strikeouts is wild. 131 strikeouts and 373 at bats. That's not good. But yeah, the OPS on this dude, unreal. The dude's unreal. And then he goes on and hits a 493-foot grand slam as the farthest home run of the season, of anybody in the season. Again, I thought it was a pop-up. When he first hit it, I thought it was a pop-up. Las Vegas looks depressing. Longest home run of the season, dead center, behind the batter's eye. Covered everything there. We're going quick. We're going through quick, small topics this week, I guess. Judge hits his 362nd career home run and passes Joe DiMaggio for 4th overall to break a tie with Joe DiMaggio and takes sole possession of 4th place on the franchise's home run list over the Red Sox at Fenway Park. Now, the thing is, all these Yankees have these home run records and stuff like that, but you really think about it, like, they play in such a short stadium. Now, I know it's a new stadium and all and everything like that, but these guys, like, the records, the home run records, the most amount of home runs, it all depends where you play at. Because if you play, who has the farthest? What stadium has the furthest home run? The furthest home run record. Yeah, I guess it's how you look at it. But like, the Yankees have such a short fields, and it's like, does it really count as a record? Like, I get it, it's a record and all. I just feel like there should be maybe a little asterisk there. You know, I'm just saying, I like baseball because it doesn't have like a uniform field. Like, every single field is different. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, everybody's praising all these guys for home runs and stuff when they're being played in different fields. That's just, it's a little piggy by me, but yeah. So, but anyway, that's irrelevant to all of this. Judge reached his 362nd home run in his 1,130th game. Joe DiMaggio did it in 1,786 games. So it took Judge over 600 less games than DiMaggio. And DiMaggio played for 13 years, and he went into World War II and all that with Babe Ruth, I guess Babe Ruth was before that. Whatever, all irrelevant. But Babe Ruth has the most home runs with 659 home runs. Mickey Mantle in second at 536 home runs, and then Lou Gehrig at 493. Then it's Judge, then DiMaggio now. So yeah, it's cool. It's good for Judge. Judgy boy's doing good things for the sport. Everybody's a Judge fan. I mean, I don't have a problem with Judge. He made us win the World Series. So, but Judge says it's special, but all those guys in front of me, and they weren't playing for records. They were playing to win. I don't know. He's trying to be all humble about it. But, yeah, good for Judgy. Look good. Yeah, he's just a home run machine. 362 home runs in just over 1,100 games. I mean, that's a home run every 4 games, every 3 or 4 games, every 12 at-bats. He's hitting a home run his entire career. Judge is great. Judge is amazing, and I think that he should win MVP this season. I know everybody's saying Cal Raleigh, and I'm a bigger Cal Raleigh fan than I am a Judge fan, but I still feel that if Judge should definitely win the MVP over Cal Raleigh. Even though Cal Raleigh's a switch batter, catcher, all that good stuff, Aaron Judge should still do it. Aaron Judge should still win the MVP. Let's move on to some retirements. First baseman for the 2016 Cubs, you have Anthony Rizzo retiring. He played for the Yankees last year, and then he had injuries all up, and he officially announced his retirement. Obviously not with the Yankees. It's going to be with the Cubs. It was with the Cubs. He, just last night, on Saturday, September 13th, he went out to Wrigley and celebrated. You know, the day was about him with the Cubs. He went out, I believe he threw the first pitch. He went into the booth, talked on the broadcast. He went to left field. He had a jersey signed with all of his cancer. I'll go more on stuff with that, with all the cancer patients. 2016, Anthony Rizzo was unreal. He was part of the real big three. You want to talk about LeBron, Reeves, Luka? No, the real big three was Rizzo, Javi Baez, and Chris Bryant. That 2016 team was special, and then they all split up, going to the Rockies, the Cubs, the Tigers, the Yankees. They just all dispersed everywhere. But it's sad to see, but 10 years later, after they won the World Series in 2016, I guess we're 9 years later, Anthony Rizzo officially announces his retirement. And so what he does is he goes back to Wrigley. They make the whole day about him. They make the whole day, as they should. Anthony Rizzo is a very important figure to the city of Chicago and Illinois in general. But Chicago sports, like, you know who Anthony Rizzo is. But yeah, he returned to Wrigley on Saturday to officially retire. And, you know, he's 36 years old. He was playing with the Yankees. And one thing I wanted, so the whole day, he kind of comes out with his, he's wearing his Cubs jersey, and you have all sorts of signatures on his back. And you're like, oh, what are these signatures? Anthony Rizzo in 2018 was diagnosed with cancer, and when he got through all the cancer treatment and stuff like that, he was always like, I have a quote from him. He says, I remember looking at my mom and saying, I want to start a foundation. He wants to be like Lance Armstrong, because Lance Armstrong had the Live Strong Foundation, and it was so big at the time, and it helped Anthony Rizzo. I mean, I don't know, what kind of cancer did Rizzo have? Yeah, I don't know. Leukemia. No, I don't know what kind of cancer he had. But yeah, so he made his own foundation. The foundation was, let me see it. We won. 1 second. Where's the? I just had it pulled up. But yeah, after beating cancer in 2008, Rizzo started the Anthony Rizzo Family Foundation, which eventually led him to earning the Roberto Clemente Award in 2017. All-around good guy. Anthony Rizzo is all-around a good guy. The Roberto Clemente Award is considered like, it's considered like the best all-around player in the league. I mean, on and off the field. It's kind of a big deal for these guys. And so yeah, all of the cancer patients that I guess the Anthony Rizzo Family Foundation signed the back of his jersey, and he wore it and then went into left field. But what's crazy, and the odds are so small, I wanted to talk about that too, is that the rookie for the Cubs hit his first career home runs right to Anthony Rizzo. Now, Anthony Rizzo bobbled it and didn't end up getting the ball, but the odds are so incredibly small for that to happen. I mean, I've been to dozens of games and that's never happened. Anthony Rizzo goes to his first one and it just goes into his hands. Is wild. But yeah, Rizzo said that he wanted to go in the bleachers and wanted to experience it as a fan. And what a lot of fans don't realize is like, hey, all of these guys that play baseball don't have the experience to going to stadiums and watching baseball. Like their job is baseball. That's like if some fans of you, stalkers, I guess, goes into work with you and starts watching you work. Like that was a bad analogy actually. He's never got to experience the atmosphere of being in the stands at a Cubs game for his team, the Cubs. So that was cool for him. I just never really thought of it like that. Like, hey, Anthony Rizzo's never had that experience. I mean, obviously he was making millions of dollars to play on the field, but he's never had that experience. But good for Rizzo. I'm glad he retired. I'm not glad that good for him for retiring. Great all-around guy. I mean, absolutely great all-around guy. Alana Rizzo, I just, every time I hear Anthony Rizzo, I think of Alana Rizzo, his sister, who was a reporter for the Dodgers for years. She's not. Where is she now? MLB Network, maybe. But yeah, the fact that he almost caught that rookie's first home run ball is absolutely wild. All right, let's go over some MLB league leaders. Again, we are just a couple weeks away from the end of the season. And, stats don't always matter in the grand scheme of things, but it's good to appreciate who's winning these stats, who's in the league in these stats. So let's start off with offense. Let's start off with home runs. Cal Raleigh has 53 home runs right now. This is all as of September 14th. Cal Raleigh has 53 home runs. Kyle Schwarber is a couple behind him at 51. And then it is the GOAT, Shohei Ohtani, with 49, about to be 50, but is sitting at 49 right now. And then not even in podium is Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is at 47 home runs. Let's go on to OPS. This is one of my favorite stats, OPS. Leading in OPS is obviously Aaron Judge with a 1.120 OPS in the middle of September. Absolutely wild that Judge has over a 1.0 OPS. It's just wild. Aaron Judge is just absolutely insane. I know I give him some hate sometimes, but he's actually insane. Shohei Ohtani is right behind him at a 1.007 OPS. I'm hoping Ohtani can stay above that 1 mark. I'm really hoping for that. And then in third place, you have Kyle Schwarber, just because of all the home runs he's hit. He is at a .938. I don't think Kyle Schwarber has a good batting average. He's batting .244. Not bad. Just he gets that OPS from all the home runs and stuff. He has. How does Kyle Schwarber have 2 triples? Who's giving up triples to Kyle Schwarber? And then batting average. I wanted to see the batting average. Who is leading the league in batting average? You have Aaron Judge, obviously. We're just talking about Aaron Judge. He's going to lead the league in everything. But a guy who's not getting a whole lot of recognition, Jacob Wilson. At the beginning of the year, everybody was kind of talking about him. Now they've calmed down about him. But guess what? He's still batting .318. He's, isn't he... Yeah, he didn't play for a little bit, and maybe that's why not a lot of people are talking about him. But in third place, you have Bo Bichette. Again, not a lot of people talking about Bo Bichette. He is batting .311 right now. And then you got Vlad, Trey Turner, and all those guys down there. Now let's move on to pitching. Pitching stats. Let's start off with wins. Wins are a big thing. Max Fried, 17 wins. He has 17-5 with the 3.03 ERA. Max Fried is unreal this year with the Yankees. And then you have Freddie Peralta with 16 wins. Carlos Rodon, 16 wins. Out of the top three guys in the league with the most wins, 2 of them are Yankees, Max Fried and Carlos Rodon. And the Yankees still aren't first in their division. It's unreal. And then the first, The first Blue Jays guy on this list, Toronto, is Chris Bassett at 23rd place. I don't know where that comes in. Like, these guys for the Blue Jays don't have a lot of wins. Now, sure, wins don't mean everything, and you could still win games without the pitchers getting the wins and all that. It's just wild that out of the top 3, 2 of them are Yankees, and then 23rd is the first Blue Jay. And then let's go on to ERA. Who leads the league in ERA? None other than my boy Paul Skeens at a 1.92 ERA. He is 10-9. You get 9 losses throwing a 1.92 ERA. I mean, you got to change teams. Like, you got to request a trade. You got to get cut. You got to do something. I mean, I'm not for starting fights in the locker room, but if that's what you got to do to get off this team, man, like, Paul Skeens, come on. Like, it's not his fault. He's doing his job. It's just he gets 0 run support. He's played in 30 games this season, got 9 losses with a 1.92 ERA. Tarek Skubal at a 2.26 ERA at second place, and then Hunter Brown for the Stinky Astros at a 2.27 ERA. That's top 3. Oh, Hunter Brown also has a 1.0 whip. Where's the Dodgers? Yamamoto Meatballs has a 2.62 ERA. Dodgers pitching just isn't there. I mean, the starters are there. It's just kind of the relievers. And then I wanted to see saves. Who leads the league in saves? Robert Suarez is up there. I know no Dodgers are up there. Oh, I already know there's not any Dodgers up here. I want to see when the first Dodger with the most saves comes up here. It says a lot about the team, honestly. There is not a Dodger. I'm on top 50. No Dodgers. Oh, I see Dryer there. Is there anybody before Dryer? Nope. Oh, yeah, Alex Vesia. In 50th place, Alex Vesia has the 50 most saves in the league with 4. Wild. I mean, the Dodgers. Come on, man. Come on. We can do better. Let's go over some MLB standings, though. MLB standings, again, we are, for some guys, only 14 games away from the end of the season. We only have a couple weeks left until it's strictly football. We'll be talking about football here in a little bit. Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are 3 games ahead of the Yankees. The Yankees are going to try to catch up, but they're not going to be able to. We're close. They're close. Not going to be able to. Then you got the Red Sox. 1 second. Where we at? The Orioles, gone. 17 games back. Wild. White Sox, 27 games back. Wild. Angels, 12 games back. That's just because the division sucks, but wild. In the AL Central, you have the Tigers. The Tigers are 6.5 games ahead of the Guardians. The Tigers just all season have been so dominant, and not a lot of people are talking about like the teams like the Tigers and the Brewers. Like, I don't know why nobody's talking about them. The Cubs even. Guardians are still good. They're just 6.5 games back. That's all. You got the Royals and Twins. They're busts. In the AL West, you have the Astros and Mariners, who's going to make a tight race. They're going to make a tight divisional race. They're tied right now. They are both at 81 and 68 with, I'm not good at math. A few games left, a couple weeks worth of games left. The Angels, 12 games back. Let's move on to the NL. This is where it gets exciting. The Phillies are 13 games ahead of the Mets. Absolutely wild. They are... Wait, hold up. Give me a minute. Oh, my God. There's probably not going to be a team with 100 wins again this season. What are we doing? Oh, I want to talk about that, too. We'll talk about that next week. The Phillies are 13 games ahead of the Mets. I mean, they are 89 and 60. Now, that might seem like in years past, like, oh, okay, they won their division and they're not going to get 100 wins like 5 other teams. There's not going to be a team with 100 wins this season. Again, same thing happened last year. It's getting more competitive. But the Phillies are 13 games ahead. Nationals, 27.5 games. The Brewers officially clinched a playoffs, a spot in October last night. The Brewers, 91 and 58. They have 14 games left, and if they can win 9 of them, they will hit 100 wins, and if not, then no team's going to have 100 wins again this season. It is unbelievable. Like, last year it happened, but I feel like the Dodgers were at 106, 108 wins a few years ago. There's always teams with 100 wins. There's usually a few teams with 100 wins, but nope, not this year. But yeah, the Brewers are 6.5 games ahead of the Cubs. 26 games back are the Pirates. Again, Paul Skeens is accountable for 9 of those losses, but still has a 1.92 ERA. It's unbelievable. And then in the NL West, you have the Dodgers 2.5 games ahead of the Padres. It's a frustrating season for Dodgers fans. You know, you come off the World Series, you have pitching that's not very good, you have bullpens that's not really good, starters are okay. It's just a frustrating year for the Dodgers. That's all you can describe it as. And then the Rockies are 42.5 games back. Must be more frustrating. It probably isn't as frustrating for the Rockies just because, like, they suck so bad, like, you don't have any other expectations. That's just a little recap, a little standings updates. Let's move on to some MLB trivia. You know, so with the TikToks and stuff, we usually try out some new algorithms, some new segments, stuff like that. Let's try out some trivia. So this is some MLB trivia. We have 5 questions. Comment below how many you think you will get. And so question number 1. Who was the first player in MLB history to hit 500 career home runs? I'll give you guys a few seconds. Lock in your answers. Put them in the comments. The answer was Babe Ruth in 1929, the year of the Great Depression. All right, let's see if you got that one. Question number 2. Which team has won the most World Series titles? Now, for guys that watch a lot of baseball, this should be an easy one. I try to mix some easy and some hard ones in, but lock in your answer. It is the New York Yankees. Question number 3. Who was the first unanimous Hall of Fame inductee? I'll give you a hint. This happened in 2019. Lock in your answers. Some of you guys, I'm sure, are 2 for 2. Are you going to be 3 for 3? It is Mariano Rivera. Again, in 2019, the first unanimous Hall of Fame inductee. Question number 4. Which MLB player holds the record for the most career stolen bases? This should be an easy one. I'll give you a hint. He has 1,406 stolen bases. It is Ricky Henderson. Ricky Henderson has the most stolen bases. That was an easy one. Now for this one's going to be the hardest one. If you guys are 4 for 4, I'm not sure if you guys are going to get this one. Who is the only pitcher to throw a no-hitter in his postseason debut? It's one of those stats, like, you gotta, like, see it. You can't just kind of know it. You gotta, like, see it or have watched it. It was in 2010. It was Roy Halladay. It was 2010 in the NLDS versus the Reds. Comment below how you did. If you guys got 5 questions, I don't think... There's probably not a lot of people that got 5 out of 5 there. But let's see it. Let's see the results. Comment below what you got. But yeah. That's the thing with the podcast. You know, I'm going to make that into TikTok. The part I'm saying right now isn't going to go into TikTok. But we're just trying out some algorithm stuff. You know, seeing editing. I already have an idea of how I'm going to edit it. It will be multiple choice. It should be a good time. It should be a good time. All right, let's move on to the NFL. Last week, we did absolutely amazing with our pick'ems, but for week 2 NFL pick'ems, let's get it started. We're not going to do the Thursday game. We never do the Thursday game. The Packers beat the Commanders in the Thursday game, but you have the Giants and Cowboys, a little division matchup. Give me the Cowboys. You have the Seahawks and Steelers. Now, I'm a big Seahawks fan. Very frustrating loss in week 1. Hopefully it doesn't happen again in week 2, but I've lost hope in the Seahawks. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to take the Steelers. You have the Rams and Titans. The Titans aren't very good this season. They're not going to be very good this season. Give me the Rams. You have the Bills and Jets. I'm high on the Bills every week. I'm high on the Bills every year. The Bills are going to win. You have the Patriots and Dolphins. The Patriots suck this year. I will take the Dolphins. You have the Jags and Bengals. The Bengals, you know, are favored. It's being played in Cincinnati. It should be an easy Bengals win, and we will take that easy win. Give me the Bengals. You have the 49ers and Saints. As a Seahawks fan, I hate the 49ers, especially after week 1. I hope the Saints will win. But I don't think that they will win. I think that the 49ers will win. You have the Browns and Ravens in another division matchup. Give me the Ravens. Give me the Ravens. You have the Bears and Lions. People are down on the Lions this year. Why are we down on the Lions this year? They're going to be good. They're going to be good this year. I think that the Lions will beat the Bears. You have the Broncos and Colts. Broncos-Colts action. Give me the Colts. You have the Panthers and Cardinals. Nobody's watching this game. There might be 5,000 people at the stadium. Nobody's watching this. It's being played in Arizona. Panthers suck. Cardinals suck. But the Cardinals suck a little less, so give me the Cardinals. You have the Eagles and Chiefs. This is the revenge tour, a little Super Bowl matchup. It's going to be a close game. Now, the last time these two played each other was in the Super Bowl, and we all know how that went. The Eagles ended up stomping on the Chiefs. The Chiefs tried to come back a little bit, but they never came back. Taylor Swift just ended the Eras Tour. Travis Kelce and the Chiefs are coming for the revenge tour. Give me the Chiefs. You have the Falcons and Vikings. Vikings are going to be really good again this year. Give me the Vikings. Not really good this year. I take that back. The Vikings are going to be better than average this year. Give me the Vikings. For a little Monday night football, you got a couple Monday night football games. You have the Bucks and Texans. Give me the Texans. And then you have the Chargers and Raiders. The Raiders and Pete Carroll and Geno Smith and everybody that was on the Seahawks and is now on the Raiders sucks. So give me the Chargers. All right, those are my Week 2 NFL pick'ems. Let's see if I can do as good as last week. I doubt I will do as good as last week. I only got 1 loss last week. 2 losses if you count the Friday game, but I didn't have that on the podcast. So kind of on film, I only have 1 loss this year. Let's see if we can keep it up. All right, NFL news. Austin Eckler is out for the season. Oh my God. The running back for the Commanders, Austin Eckler, tore his Achilles. You know, it was a non-contact injury. I'll pop up the video here, but he kind of jumps and turns and then just kind of falls. The Achilles pops, the calf jolts up, and he's just down. He has to get carted off the field. It's sad. But what's wild, what's crazy about torn Achilles every time is I think back to 2013 when Kobe Bryant tore his Achilles and still, like, shot the free throws, got up, was walking. Like, it's just wild to me. Kobe Bryant was at a different mindset. And, like, it's just wild. And Austin Eckler, it's not putting Austin Eckler down. I mean, obviously, a torn Achilles is a horrible injury. But I just always think back to Kobe Bryant. But Austin Eckler, torn right Achilles. Again, nobody was on him. I'll put the video up. Just kind of jumped and turned at the wrong angle. It sucks. I mean, and they lost, and Washington lost 27-18 against the Packers. One second. Yeah, it sucks. It just sucks. You hate to see a guy like Austin Eckler get hurt. He rushed for 367 yards and gained another 366 receiving last season. He was just so good, and he was probably going to have another good season. It's just not going to happen now. No, not with the torn Achilles. All right, we got a little bit of time left. We are going to be We are going to be doing a little Keep 4, Cut 4, NBA Legends Edition. So we did this a few months ago. It's been a few months, and it didn't pop off on social media. And I'm not expecting it to pop up on social media. But we have 8 NBA legends on the board right now. We have to keep 4 and we have to cut 4. Automatically, we are keeping MJ and LeBron. I mean, those two are always in the debate of the best of all time, the greatest of all time, and you just got to keep them. I don't care who you think is better. They're both top 4 on this list. A guy we are going to cut is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I mean, sure, he had a lot of points. He was a great player. But, 1 second, here we go. Yeah, sure, he was the all-time scoring leader forever. He was a 6-time champion. It's just unstoppable. But you got to cut him. You got to cut somebody. You got to cut him. We are also going to cut Larry Bird. Sure, he was a legendary shooter, a rival to Magic, but 3-time champion. He came in clutch a lot, but you got to cut him. We are going to be keeping Kobe Bryant. I was just talking about him a few minutes ago. Kobe Bryant just had that mindset. Sure, he wasn't the greatest of all time. Some argue he is. He's not. But you just got to keep him. You got to keep Kobe Bryant. We are going to cut Tim Duncan. Sure, he was consistent. He was probably one of the most consistent guys on this list. Dominant big man, 5-time champion, the big fundamental. Somebody's got to go. He's going to go. Now it is between, who is it? We cut, 1 second. We cut him. Did we cut Duncan? Wait, who did we cut? We cut Larry Bird. I forget. And then the last guy we are keeping is Magic Johnson. Incredible player, 5-time champion. You're just keeping Magic Johnson in this list. Magic Johnson barely slips his way in there, but we are going to keep Magic Johnson. And that is your... so everybody else is cut. Everybody else is cut, and that is your Keep 4, Cut 4. All right, that is going to do it for the 116th episode of the HatTrick Sports Podcast. You can listen wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube for all the visual, your Amazon Alexa, everywhere you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. We popped off on Facebook a few weeks ago, or a few days ago. Go to shop@HatTrickSports.com, get yourself some merch, and we will see you guys next week for episode 117.